Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we have a knife challenge that I am going to attempt to do. This is going to take a while, but I shall do my best. I have a timer, but that challenge is the 30-second knife review challenge. 30-second knife review challenge. This is kind of a challenge issued by Chris from Prepared Mind 101. Kind of left it as an open tag, but basically you're going to try to review every knife you own, and you're going to review each knife for only 30 seconds. So whatever you know off the top of your head about that knife, you say it if you can in 30 seconds, and then move on to the next. Hopefully I can do this all in one take, so let's give it a shot. In no particular order, I'm going to try to run through these, so here you go. First one up. This is the Bug Out. It's from Benchmade. Really awesome S30 V or S30 blade steel. Deep carry pocket clip. Great for backpacking. Super ultra lightweight. Love the basic design. Thin. And the deep carry pocket clip from Benchmade is just rock solid. Has a titanium lock bar. And it's accented with blue barrel spacers. Carry this all the time. Great EDC knife that is definitely a winner. Alright. So this is this Sven peasant knife. Really strange blade. I've had it for quite some time now. Still need to do a review on it in some capacity. Don't really know what blade steel it is. It is a friction folder, no locks. I kind of consider this the most dangerous knife I own. And I've never really used it, so I need to do some more testing on it. But super cheap, $5. This is Spyderco Delica 4. Awesome EDC blade, EDC classic. Gray FRN handles, painted kind of hourglass pocket clip. Not as big of a fan of the Delica as a lot of other people are, but nonetheless, still a cool knife, and for the price, honestly, I think it's somewhat overrated at this point. VG10 steel, made in Seki City, Japan. Seriously, this should cost maybe $50 by now. I don't know what Chris from Prepared Mind was saying. He said this was going to be hard, but not too bad so far. Alright, Spyderco Cat, my beloved cat. Absolutely love this knife. Great EDC for the price. Pretty much can handle most EDC jobs. Deep carry pocket clip, G10 handle scales. CTS BD1 blade steel, which works well. Liner lock. I mean, I just can't say enough for the price. This is a great EDC option for both urban EDC and just whatever. Even backpacking. Excellent backpacking. More of a recent purchase, but a classic. The Opinel, made in France, a high carbon steel blade. They do make them in stainless. It has this cool collar lock that you just twist and it engages a lock right there. So pretty sweet. It is a true flat grind as well. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a flat grind. Well, a true flat grind has the material removed from the very spine, and it completely tapers down to a true zero. Super cheap too. Alright, that one was hard. Bushcraft classic that was. Alright, next up, Spyderco Little Native. Love this knife. Solid little tank of a knife. Super smooth, deep carry wire, pocket clip, G10 handle scales, compression lock, S30V blade steel. Love the front finger choil. More than enough blade for me to handle. Excellent urban EDC and EDC knife. Love it. I hope they're coming out with a Little Native lightweight, because that'd be really cool. Definitely pick that up. Get this one. Awesome. Alright, so this is the Kershaw Atmos. Recently got it. Definitely one of the better backpacking blades of 2019. Deep carry pocket clip, G10, carbon fiber laminate. HCR 13 MOV, but this thing is on some like ball bearings, liner lock, and it just jets out. Super lightweight, I think under 2¼ ounces, and just awesome for the price. Excellent backpacking blade. Alright, this one's an interesting one. This is a Delica 4, but not really. It's a copy, a fake. I got this knowing that it was most likely a copy at the time, but honestly, at first glance, you can't tell for the most part. A quick glance, you really have to look close. Not sure if it's real VG10, but I got it just to compare and kind of to educate people that there are some pretty good looking copies out there. So definitely make sure you're getting a real Delica. Oh my gosh. All right, this is going to be hard because I guess I have a lot of knives. All right, Benchmade mini grip Tilian. This is the 551. I can't read it. 554 or something. I don't know. You know what it is. Comment down below. Absolutely love this. CPM 20 CV blade steel is incredible. Definitely one of my favorite EDC knives. Deep carry pocket clip, flow through construction, axis lock. I mean, what more can you say? But pretty much this steel is my favorite super steel. All right, onto the Kershaw Pub. Gosh, this one was a surprise for me. I had no clue I would like this knife as much as I do. Handy little tool. Love the flathead on it. Use it for putting on the base plates for my tripods onto my cameras and stuff. Bottle opener is functional. Can be a keychain. And honestly, for a friction folder that kind of has this locking detent, just awesome. Great little box cutter. Some fixed blades now. And maybe I should have done fixed blades first, but this is LT Wright Bushcraft HC high carbon. Comes with this beautiful sheath. For me, the real selling point was the sheath, but I realized I could just buy this separate. Was slightly disappointed when I got this just because it didn't taper as much as I'd like, and it's a little asymmetrical here, so I don't know. But it is handcrafted, and definitely gives it a more historic, old-school feel. Ah! Next up is the Buck Reaper. This is the Walmart version. Honestly, the Walmart version was I think $40 or less at the time. They don't sell it there anymore, but I actually like this version better than the regular Buck versions. If they could just upgrade the steel, make this a flat grind rather than a hollow grind, or a flat saber grind, it'd be awesome. But these handle skills are great and surprisingly comfortable. Multiple grips, great pig sticker, swamp knife. I don't know if I'll be able to talk tomorrow, let alone I'm creating a pile of knives over here. Alright. This is the K-Bar Becker Bk 16. This has been my go-to survival / bushcraft knife for the better part of going on a decade almost now. Probably 6-8 years now. But awesome. Custom, or I got the upgraded micarta scales, which add so much. Grip is fantastic. Sheath is actually alright in my opinion. A lot better than what people say. But you can't go wrong with full tang 1095 Crovan steel blade. Get one of these for sure. I'm realizing the fixed blades take a little longer just to get them back into the sheaths. So this is the Benchmade Mystica S30V blade steel. And awesome, cool, based off an Alaskan Ulu. Great for roll cuts. Just love the color, part of the Hunt series. It's a fun knife to just kind of handle and fondle in a way. A couple different grips. And definitely great for food prep. Came with a nice little leather scabbard or whatever mask, and yeah, one of my favorite videos I reviewed this. Alright, on to a neck knife. This is the Mora Eldris. I reviewed this fairly recently. Great little neck knife, bushcraft blade. If you're looking for something small and lightweight for like backpacking or whatnot, basically get all the function of a standard Mora just in a compact size. The rubberized grip really gives it some good texture, though it is a little bit wide this way, and I found that to be kind of annoying. It digs into the hand, but for a small little compact one, works pretty good. Alright, going on to this guy. This is the White River Knives Knucklehead 2 in S35VN. I just got this because I thought it looked really cool, kind of like a meat cleaver. It has that continuous curve, flat saber grind or whatever, and the grip is unique as you put your finger in there. And there's a bottle cap lifter on the end too. Pop. Kydex sheath. Pretty cool neck knife, honestly. Alright, we got our Dejo Survivor combo kit here. It comes with Kydex sheath and a fire rod. Just a old school fixed blade. But surprisingly, it has a really boxy handle, but this is surprisingly comfortable in my hand. And I don't know what it is, but I just really like how it feels and how well balanced and light it is. Plus, I thought it was pretty smart. Spring clip that the sheath, the fire steel fits in there, and no matter how much you use of it, it'll always stay stuck in there. So, pretty cool. Alright, this is the White River Knives Firecraft 3.5 Pro. Kydex sheath does come with the fire steel micarta handle on that, which is pretty nice. Kydex belt loop. And we have a saber ground fire starting knife designed by Teats Design. Ring loop pole, pretty comfortable. You can put your pinky in there. Has a sharpened spine for throwing sparks. S35V blade. And orange G10. Oh! Alright. This is the Mora Garberg. This was a really big deal because a lot of bushcrafters get their start with the Mora knife. And honestly, that's really all you need to do bushcraft. 14C 28N blade steel. Scandi grind with a secondary bevel, so it's like a Scandi saber. Rubber or plastic handle, full tang with a lanyard hole, though I wish it had that rubberized part on some of the other Moras, but definitely a hefty, strong, fixed blade polymer sheath. Newest knife to the collection, the Condor Pterosaur. Just did the video on this. 1095 high carbon steel, plastic overmold handle, full tang. Basically the competition to the Mora Garberg, but a little bit lighter, thinner blade stock, and less belly in the profile of the knife, and more of a woodlore style bushcraft knife. Really like how this thing feels. Love the weight. Would carry this backpacking too. Oh, another water break. Man, this is taxing. All I can say is I'm about halfway done, too. Alright, big knife. This is the K-Bar Jaros Chapa. Did a review on this. Really cool by Jaros Knives. They don't really call this a machete because honestly, when you look at it and how thick the blade steel is, this is just a really big knife. Very comfortable with this forward finger choil to bite up on and do some like micro chops. But this is kind of my zombie survival knife if I ever have to survive the zombie apocalypse. Alright. This is probably the strangest large knife I have in my collection. Another K-Bar. K-Bar Becker Bk 4. The Machax. I guess this was Ethan Becker's like first designs or something like that. Has that classic BK2, whatever, BK7 handle, which is very comfortable. Full tang, and it's kind of a kukri slash machete bolo thingy. Fun to chop with. Weird angle though. Ugh. Alright, got this little tray of stuff. Oops. I guess we'll reset that one. I'll just take one of these out, because some of these are just keychains, so I'm not really going to review those. But I do have this. This is the Kershaw Sender. Got this along with the Pterosaur the day I ordered it. Haven't really got a chance to use it much. Tiny little knife, 3CR 13 MOV, I believe. FRN handle scales. It is a liner lock. Fits on the keychains. Right side thumb stud only. Did test the bottle cap lifter, and definitely one of the better bottle openers for sure. So there's that. I guess these are still considered knives. I'm supposed to review my entire knife collection. This is a screw pop. Kind of got into utility blades for a while. Magnet in there to hold the blade in place so it doesn't rattle. Bottle cap lifter right here, fairly thin, but does the job. And then razor blade, obviously, with this little bar. Is really stiff though, so it since has loosened up, which is surprising because when I first got it, it was super, super stiff. So weird how it broke in now, huh? All right, last one is the Quake. As far as the small one, this is the absolute smallest utility blade carrier. So you just kind of pull this up and push the blade out, and it locks it in. Some jimping up there. Pull, super lightweight, super slim, one-piece design. Still need to do a review of this. And then you just pull this open. The only thing is, because it's constantly pressing down, it can dull the blade pretty quickly. But still cool. Alright. So that's those. Alright, so this is the Dozier Badger. Part of the Dozier knives. Dozier knives are kind of hit or miss. This one for sure, though, has been a hit as far as I am concerned. Stout little tank of a knife. Really fun to kind of use. Great slicer. Kind of a high saber grind. But for HCR 13, this design specifically holds up pretty well. And there's the tweezers in the bottom. So, cool. Another Dozier design. This one's pretty lightweight. Has this nice big gap in there where you can put like carabiners or whatever. Still has the tweezers in the back. What I liked about this one was kind of the blade shape. Tapers down to a really fine point. Full flat grind. Liner lock. And ergo's not bad. Like I said, it's Dozier, so it's a little bit cheaper, but honestly, you're not paying a tremendous amount. And yeah, I do like this one. Alright, Kershaw Camber. Love this knife. Oh man, that just flies open. Aluminum hand scales, track tech inserts or whatever from Kershaw. Spring assisted flipper, deep carry pocket clip. The better one, in my opinion, than like the knockout. Really good S30V blade steel. This thing was like $80 when it first came out, and that was when S30V was like still a premium steel. So really surprised this one didn't pick up with people. Alright, CRKT HVOS. I've heard people talking smack about this, but honestly, I like this one. Overall profile is great. It functions really well. Super smooth for being nylon washers. It has a field strip technology, which works amazingly well. Once again, sharp spine, can throw sparks, deep carry pocket clip, reversible. To me, good utility knife, wood camping knife. Another knife I still need to review. This is the Crkt Journeyman, made by Ma Design, Leon Ma. I like his stuff. It's unique, a little bit boxy, but the angle of the blade is kind of weird. Kind of reminds me of like a prison shank. Cool little decorative pivot, Ma pivot. I do not like the pocket clip though. Way too pointy. I've just kind of jabbed myself with it, but it is deep carry. But honestly, cool knife in my opinion. All right, we got the Buck 112 lightweight, I think. I don't know. These are great. Pocket clips, hit or miss. I wish they, for it being this wide, they could have like integrated a bottle opener. But true lock back, pinned construction, which is surprising. But it's pretty grippy, feels pretty comfortable, and just a good beater knife. Clip point. And yeah, kind of a classic. All right, Kershaw Vetter. Still need to do a review of this, I believe. Love the pocket clip. Cool textured design built into the stainless steel handle scales with the G10 overlay. The branding or logoing's in the center there. Spring assist. Oh, this thing flies out. High saber grind, got this weird deep swedge. Just a really cool looking knife. This flew under the radar, but really good. Slicey. I'm losing my voice. All right. This is the Leatherman Crater C33L, I think. The L stands for this launcher thing. Surprising this launches out. Like the spear point shape, hollow grind, plain edge blade. Don't know what the blade steel is. Maybe 420 HC. I can't remember. Liner lock, glass filled nylon handles, whatever. Right side only, and it has a bottle opener / carabiner in the back. All right, Sog Terminus, definitely one of my favorite Sogs, if not my favorite. For a slip joint, really awesome tactical slip joint, really nice G10, deep carry pocket clip, super deep. CTS BD1 blade steel, love the blade steel, and just a great knife for being a slip joint. Really like it. All right. Kershaw Skyline. This was like my most used knife of 2017 or 18, can't remember. 14C 28N G10, liners on one side, liner lock, designated flipper, flat ground or plain edge hollow grind. Got this as a wedding groomsman gift. Honestly, it works really good for food prep. Love cutting vegetables with it. Yeah, classic. Kershaw classic. I think I'm about halfway done now at this point. Oh, this is going to be a long video. All right. CRKT Pilar. This is the standard one with the regular, I don't even know what the standard steel is, HCR13 MOV. But I did get the linen micarta scales. Love linen micarta, the texture of it. Definitely an underused form of micarta. But this is a little tank of a cleaver knife. Classic EDC. Can't go wrong with it. Alright, this is the Crkt Rahzel. I guess I didn't realize I had so many CRKTs. Really weird. Got this as a Christmas gift. It looks cooler than it is, I think, after handling it for a while. But if you're looking for a knife with a chisel on it, this is probably the one. Plus, it has a redundant lock system, though the fit and finish on this one wasn't the greatest. So, yeah. All right. 30 seconds. All right. This honestly was a huge hit for Cold Steel Finwolf. It's their Scanty Ground folder, which it pretty much was the only Scanty Ground folder in the market for a long time. Bushcrafters love it. Great price. Really good, strong handle. Great triad lock. Sharpened spine. If you're looking for a good portable bushcraft knife, go with this Cold Steel Finwolf. Can't go wrong. Comes in different colors too. Alright, so that was that bunch. Alright, this is the Becker FR, the original standard one. Or it comes in a couple different ones. Oh, my overhead light is dimming, but Coca-Cola handle scales, titanium liners, VG10 blade steel. Love the deep carry pocket clip. Excellent gentleman's carry. Excellent urban EDC. Flips out like butter. Really lightweight. I really love this design. Brad Zinkerman. Get one. Worth it. Alright, one of my faves. Definitely love the look of this. More of a classic looking knife. It is the Benchmade North Fork. Really nice stonewash on there. It does have a slight recurve. The only kind of thing I wish it didn't have. For a wilderness knife, you gotta have a straight edge. Reversible split arrow pocket clip. Do like the lanyard hole, a little bit bigger. So it works well, but cool, classic knife. And there's a moose skull on it. I had it engraved. Oops, restart. Next up, the K-Bar Dozier Hunter. This is a spear point, thumb stud. I got the tan black hollow grind. Honestly, for $20, you really can't go wrong with a lock back like this. Really nice, even, good, comfortable handle. Mid lock back. Pocket clip is functional. Just a great knife for $20 or cheaper. Comes in a bunch of different colors and a couple blade styles. Check it out. Alright, we have the Crkt Squid. This is the... I don't remember what version of this is. I think this is the one with the Sandvik 12C28N. Or something like that. I don't remember. But do like this. Carbon fiber is really nice. And the Squid is just a great, simple EDC frame lock. Lucas Burnley. Yeah, Outdoor Edge, slide winder. Love it. Great little multi-tool. Great for having as a utility knife. Gives you more than enough blade to open packaging and cut basic things. Plus you have the flatheads, the bottle opener, the pocket clip, and the Phillips. So great little pocket multi-tool. I think anyone who works or needs a blade should carry one of these. Great EDC option. Alright. This is the Sog Flash 2? I don't know. All I know is this thing hurts like heck to open. I think just the thumb studs are just way too sharp and pointy. But very lightweight. Really good deep carry clip, like usual from Sog. Basic blade. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Not terribly impressed, but I don't know. That's the Sog Flash 2. I'm getting tired, folks. Of course, I'm doing this at 12 o'clock at night. This is the Swiss Army, Victorinox Swiss Army Trekker? I don't even know. Camo edition. It is lockback, plain edge. I think it's flat grind. These liner locks, though, are kind of funky. It does have the saw on it. And I replaced the toothpick for a ferrule rod, the Firefly. This is like my first knife ever. This is the Victorinox Tinker. Basically has your Phillips, your flatheads, bottle opener, can opener, carving blade, regular blade, and then it has an awl and a Phillips, tweezers, and toothpick. Honestly, you really don't need much. The only thing else you could get on here that I would want is a saw. I don't really need a corkscrew, but awesome beginner pocket knife. Great slip joint pocket knife. Alright, this is a shuffle DIY. Holy cow, I'm tired. Kind of the strangest one in the shuffle lineup. But it is kind of a cool idea. The bits hold in there pretty well. I just slide out, put it in the end. It just seems a little bit cheaper than the normal ones. And it's flat on the one side, so the ergos are really weird. Cool idea, though, I guess. Still can open bottles. Alright, let's do this. Alright. This is Bear's Edge. I think this is like an off-brand of Bear & Sons or something. Supposedly, this is USA made, 440C, aluminum handles, flipper, liner lock. It's supposed to be on ball bearings. It flips pretty well. My only issue is that the lock sticks like really bad, which is weird. I don't know why. But I don't know. Interesting knife. Not my cup of tea. Alright, my beloved Bird Raven 2. Can't say enough of good things about this knife. One of the best budget option, full size knives you can get. Love the forward finger choil, BD1 blade steel, bird eye opening. This was my first YouTube knife review, and I will never get rid of this knife. A lot of sentimental feelings with it, but either way, I used it a lot too. Still holds up really well. Bird Raven 2. Spyderco Enduro 4. Purple. This is a big old knife. I really don't ever want to have folders bigger than this. I know Spyderco makes some big ones. Cold Steel makes some big ones. VG10 steel. I mean, it's comfortable if you're bigger, if you have bigger hands, whatever, or just like bigger blades. This is great. Comes in a bunch of different colors, a couple different blade steels. But not terribly impressed with this one either, you know. Mid-lock, back-lock, and overpriced in my opinion. Alright, Sog Spec Elite Mini. This knife is awesome. Plain and simple, deep carry. Has this arc lock. It's basically like an axis lock. Thick piece of VG10. The action on this is beautiful. Definitely my favorite one to fondle or fidget with. Just awesome. Wish they kept making it and kind of improved on this design, but definitely a home run for Sog. Spec Elite Mini. Alright, we have a Dragonfly Gg10, but it's the Zomi dye job. I just think it looks cool because it looks camouflaged. Definitely a classic. Pretty much a great knife. Ergos are a little thin in the hand, but once you get your fingers on that ramp, it works really well. Great little cutter, lightweight. My only beef is that the hardware for the pocket clip is raised up. If they would have had flatter hardware, would have been perfect. got a Polestar back in the collection. Spyderco Polestar is kind of a marriage between the Raven and the Tenacious. But another great EDC knife for the price. The G10 is kind of a weird color though. Don't really know. 4-way pocket clip, BD1 blade steel. Good size. I like the smaller one. The Alcyon is a little bit better in my opinion, just for what I like a knife. But this, nonetheless, still a great knife. Decent price too. Alright, this is the Benchmade Nakamura. Still need to review it. I got this from a buddy for a decent deal. Basically $100 off. Never really been used because he put some goofy band name on there. So hopefully eventually we'll kind of pimp this out or deck it out. Make it look really cool. Carbon fiber. Forgot what blade steel is on here. S90V. Maybe need to test that out. Never really used it, but cool knife. Got another Pilar. This is the S35VN Blade HQ exclusive. Honestly, it looks exactly the same as the other ones. So the only thing, and that is the thing, they didn't put the S35V on the blade steel. So the only way to tell that it's the one is if it says CF2, the second version of the CF Pilars, then you know it's the S35V. But the fit and finish, definitely better on this one than some of the other ones. Dwindling down. Alright, this is the Spyderco Chaparral fancy version. I forgot what it's called, but it has these really cool brass and copper inlaid scales. Definitely a true gentleman's folder. Nice and lightweight. Very slicey. Thin. XHP blade steel. Kind of reminds me of the 70s for whatever reason. I feel like they had a lot of acrylic, weird looking things in the 70s like this. So beautiful knife. Definitely cool. Alright, this is a knife because I've used it mostly as a knife. This comes from that Hawk guy. He was on Man, Woman, Wild survival show. Michael Hawk's his name. Interesting character from Tennessee, I believe. But he actually designed a pretty decent tool with this. Carabiner, kind of has a full-size screwdriver. Everything locks into place. And the cool thing is the screwdrivers actually are pretty long and in center. So actually a very functional tool. It's called the Hawk tool. Sorry, that one went longer. Alright, this is the CRKT, whatchamacallit, Pilar XL. Fox and Ace design, a little bit bigger version. So a little bit more handle, and I think D2 steel. So yeah, just an all-around better version of the Pilar. And it's all blacked out, so it looks pretty wicked. I definitely need to carry this one a little bit more, but awesome. Good little slicer. Solid. And last but not least, for my collection, this took way too long. Never doing this again. M390 USA made blade exclusive knockout. This thing just flies out. Sub frame lock. The one ding on this whole thing is a stupid pocket clip. Look at how narrow that is. Make a better pocket clip. Love the stonewash. Love the Bigfoot approved logo, special edition, and there's little Bigfoots everywhere. Alright guys, so there you have it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this whole thing, but hopefully you enjoyed seeing every one of my freaking pocket knives that I could find. I'm sure there's a couple that I missed too, but I got way too many, and there's probably some that you're expecting to see, but I got rid of. So I trade and sell often, just because this ain't a very cheap hobby, at least not for me. And so I need to trade and sell to try to keep up and bring a new product to review for you guys. Thank you, Chris from Prepared Mind 101 for this challenge. It was crazy. You're a crazy dude. I love your channel, though. And I'll leave links to his original video. And sorry, guys, no way in heck am I going to link all these knives. So if there's any specific one you want me to, your question about, just leave a comment down below. On that, guys, thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you want. Other than that, appreciate it, and I'll see you outside.